Welcome to Cafecito with Irali. This is your host, Irali, and we are here with another episode, you guys. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for your support. It just means so much to me. Oh my goodness. So, I am going to talk about my weekend, you guys. It was crazy. Oh my goodness. We have another little guest here. Come here, Papa. Come here, Papa. I don't know if he wants to. I think he gets kind of. Mente. Mente. Come here. Good boy. He's such a good boy. Um, but yes, we have Mingo again here with us. I had to take off his little collar because we have a bell on him because he's a little travieso and he runs away. So it's like, when he walks and stuff, you could hear his little bell. So that's why we have it on him. My cousin from Mexico actually put it on him when we adopted him. And we've never taken it off because it's literally helped so much, because you can hear, because he's like a black dog and he's little and he was way smaller when we got him. He was probably like the size of like a little, like normal, like little water bottle or whatever. And like he could literally fit in my shirt. And so when he was like a little puppy, it was easier to find him because of the little bell. It's like, those little cat bells. Yeah, it helps out a lot. And we still keep it on him. Right now I feel like he feels funny without his collar, but he's sniffing around. I need to give him a little microphone. It's so funny. But we had to leave the dogs this weekend. We didn't have to, but we left them because Eric and I went to Denver. We went to go see Hugo. He's a DJ. You spell it Hugel, and he plays Latin house music. So if you guys are into like house music, things like that, I definitely recommend you guys listen to him. We actually saw him at EDC. He played twice. He played by himself the same day as when he played with his friends. It was like Hugo and friends. And we just went too late. We got to the venue way too late. So we only got to see Hugo and friends. And I really, really, really wanted to see him by himself because he always plays that song, Patadas de Ahogadas, or something like that. I think that's what it's called. And I was like feeling like I missed out on Patadas de Ahogado. That's what it's called. And I like the remix better. But he always starts his shows with the song, and I really wanted to hear that song live. And um so we missed it, and I was kind of like, dang it. And then Eric just let me know that he was going to play again this past weekend, and I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta go. And the tickets were only $20, you guys. And it was in Denver at church. It's called the Church Nightclub. I know that nightclub can get a little ratchet, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't because it's 18 and over, and usually like clubs that are 18 and over, can get a little, when you're young and dumb, you do dumb things and you just think you're cool, and you're not, and you just act up. And I'm just glad nothing really happened and everything went really good. It was funny because it was just Eric and I who went by ourselves. We were just trying to enjoy our day. We went to dinner, and then we got ready at the hotel. Honestly, like, I was already practically ready, but like I feel like I hadn't gone to a club in forever, and I was just like, I just packed some clothes, like, así nomás. And I'm so, like, I don't know, I just felt so underprepared because usually I like know what I'm gonna wear, what shoes I'm gonna wear, how my makeup and hair is gonna look. Usually, like, I already have it like in my vision, and I didn't have that in my vision. I feel like I just we just haven't gone to a club in like over like 6 7 years, a long long time. And so I feel like we just didn't know. I felt like I didn't know like what to do anymore. It's been like a lot of years since I've gone out, but I mean, it was a show, so I was like whatever. And so I brought these boots, and honestly, like I was, they're like bien empinadas, so I was walking in them so bad, you guys, like so bad. Mingo, papi, no. He's like chewing on the cable. And Eric was like, I don't think you should wear those. He's like, andas caminando como si estuvieras borracha. And I'm like, oh man. And I was like looking in the mirror, like practicing. And I was like, do I really walk funny with these? Like, but yeah, I ended up not wearing those. I tried on like an outfit, and I was not feeling that outfit. Me ha sentido like out of my body because I've been just feeling a little chunky ever since like after my show. Es que no me cuidé, and it's my fault, but I've just been feeling a bit chunky and I haven't been feeling myself. So I was not feeling my outfit, you guys, at all. And Eric was like, well, why don't you wear tennis shoes? Because the other shoes that I had were just like white tennies, white Nikes. And I was like, okay, like I'm gonna try it on. And so I tried on like these, like my tennis shoes with like a black skirt, and I just had like a red top on. And I changed into that, and I was like, okay, well, I feel better in this. And so así me fui with like my fanny pack. And Eric like looked up the dress code, and I guess like you can't, on the website it says like no hats, no team sports, and look to impress or whatever. That's what like the dress code says. And and so Eric went without a hat, and he was like, "Dang, I look so bad because I don't have a haircut." And he's like, "Ah, lo bueno que ya tengo novia." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." Like, And so I had straightened my hair, and like, oh, I know, you guys. Like Eric was like, "Babe, I don't know why you did your hair like that." And I was like, "Oh my god, me either." Like my hair was looking so bad. Like my hair is like naturally curly, and yeah, I'm never gonna straighten my hair again. It doesn't look good. It looked all frizzy and so horrible. And like, oh, I was just so uncomfortable with my hair, and it was just so bad. I felt so underprepared. Eric was like, I thought you were gonna curl it like you usually do. And I'm like, ah, yo también. Like, I wasn't, you guys, like, I was so underprepared. It was bad. It was super, super bad. And y pues así nos fuimos, agarramos un Uber, y luego um we got a hotel that wasn't too far from the place. And like Eric just was drinking beer, and obviously like I was just drinking water, and I got a Red Bull. And so we got there at the club, and then we noticed like people were wearing hats. People were wearing like tennis shoes. Like no one was really dressed up. It was only like, literally, I only saw two girls with like dresses and heels. I only saw two girls, you guys. And so I was honestly like dressed up. Like I felt like I dressed up, even though like I was not feeling my fit. I was not feeling my haircut, or my hair. Um, the only thing I was proud of, was my makeup. My makeup looked pretty nice, and that was it, you guys. Like lo demás, me sentía like underdressed. It was like bad, but it ended up being okay. Um, and we went straight to the bar, and the bartender was so nice. He gave me a Red Bull for free. Shout out to him. And then Eric got a beer, and we were just chilling. And then after that, it was pretty empty. Like the opening DJ, was his name was Cruzy, like Crusy. And he was, honestly, you could tell he was like starting ish. I looked him up on Instagram, and it looked like he was like in Miami the night before, and then he had come. to play at church before Hugo, and honestly, like he was the vibe, but I think I was just so excited to see Hugo, so I was like, kind of like, okay, when is this guy gonna, stop playing? And it was already like almost midnight, and I was like, okay, like I'm ready to see Hugo. I'm ready to dance a little bit because the songs that Cruci was playing, like, they were all right. They were like cool beats and everything, but Hugo is just such a different vibe. You guys should definitely look up his music. He's just so vibey, or even his sets on YouTube. Um, because you'll literally just dance. So I usually play his sets live when I have clients. So my clients have definitely heard his music, and we were just ready, and the club wasn't full yet. There was like still space to dance, but like right when he was about to play, Eric was like, "Okay, I'll go to the bathroom," and I was like, "Okay, I'll stay here." And and then he went to the bathroom and he found a friend at the bar, and we were like, "Hey, like what's up?" Um and then when he was in the bathroom, I saw one of my cousins. So I was like, "Whoa," And then Eric comes back with his friend, and he was like, "Babe, look who I found at the bar." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's crazy cuz look who I found." And like we just like stayed together like as a group or whatever. Oh, papa. Oh, my love. Is the light bright for you? Yeah, the light is bright. Oh, his little eyes. And yeah, that's what I did in the weekend, Papa, when you were here at home. And then we were just dancing all together, and you guys, it was so packed. Like that little place was so packed, but I'm really happy that we went to go see him. Like there was points where like I could barely even like move. Like it was honestly kind of frustrating at times cuz it was really hard to like dance there and move, and like oh my goodness, like it was just too much sometimes, too much. Yeah. And oh, my baby, he's shedding a lot. Ya ocupas un baño tú. um and so I keep hitting my mic with my hat. Let me see if I can lower it. Ahorita quiebro todo, ¿no? Pero yeah, we were dancing, and we honestly had such a good time, and that's practically it. We just had a great time. We were dancing, we were chilling. They were drinking, I was drinking water. um and just like his set was so cool. He didn't play some songs that he played at EDC, but honestly, like he got down, like he knows how to like get the vibe going. It was cool. I thought it was gonna be a little crappy because, it was 18 and over, so I thought it was gonna get a little crazy, but it's because we have such crazy stories from like clubbing back in the day, and I have a little PTSD from it, but you know, I know we were crazy because I lived in Denver a while back, oh, actually, a long time ago. And oh my gosh, we would go clubbing like almost every weekend, and like we would just get so drunk and lit, and like we would always get into some situations, some sketchy situations, and so that's what it I was like worried about, but honestly, we were fine. Like we got an Uber back, and we just went home and or to the hotel, and we just ate some of our leftover food we got at Cheesecake Factory. And then we woke up, and that hotel that we stayed at had breakfast, when typically like all these like these hotels now like don't serve like free breakfast. So we stayed at a really cool hotel that had like free breakfast, and it was really good breakfast too. So that was cool. We like I think I ate like some oatmeal and stuff, some oatmeal, eggs, and I think yeah, Eric ate like some sausage and oh yeah, a waffle. We both ate like a waffle. It was really good. And it's the Hyatt place in Denver. It's downtown. That's the hotel. If you guys are looking for a hotel that has free breakfast, you guys can get a room there. And then after that, we just came home and we had my niece's little kindergarten graduation, and so we just spent time with them, and it was cool. We stayed up hella late though, so it's like 2 nights in a row that we stayed up super super late. So on Monday I was like, oh yes, estaba bien cansada. And like TMI, but this was my second time getting my period in like 2 weeks. It's because like I've always been so irregular, like it's so annoying. And so I don't know, my body has just been like, I've been getting nauseous and like every, and with like certain things that I eat, if like I eat too much, like I get so nauseous and like I don't know, like I've just been craving like super like bad foods, and like my body, like my hormones, like I feel like are barely like getting back from like my prep, and like I've just been going through it, you guys. I've been going through it. So like me and Mingo wasn't feeling too good either, huh, Papa? Yeah. He threw up like Monday night. No, Sunday night too. So he wasn't feeling too good either yesterday. Huh, Papa? Yeah, you weren't feeling too good. And so him and I like slept all day. I played with them outside, but I usually walk them, but we were not feeling it. We were not feeling it, you guys. Yeah, and my mom, shout out to my mom. She came and took them out in the morning on Saturday morning, so that way they could go to the bathroom and eat. My my mom and my suegra are the babysitters. They're the dog's babysitters. A ver, when we Eric and I have kids, a ver if they're gonna be the babysitters. Aw, but it was a good time. We hadn't been out to a show like that. Like we've never gone out by ourselves. Eric and I, like we've never gone out to a show together by ourselves. It was like our very very first time. So that was pretty cool. It was nice to see like a DJ up close. I hope you guys are enjoying today's episode. We are so thankful to have you here with us. A way to help the podcast grow is by sharing the podcast, liking the podcast, rating the podcast. We are on Spotify and on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe and follow the podcast. And thank you guys again so much for listening to Cafecito with Irali. But our weekend was super, super fun, super tiring. I'm not that kind of person to be staying up late anymore. It's just ruins my whole like the beginning of the week, you know? It just like ruins the whole vibe of a healthy lifestyle. No, it was cool, but honestly, I am down to not do that again. I'm such a lame. I'm such a lame, you guys. But honestly, I want to know what you guys like, what topics you guys want to hear, want to listen to. I know that, I have like a small audience, but your guys's like views and like comments and honestly like criticism and advice really helps. It'll help my podcast grow and things like that. And so I would love to hear what topics you guys want to hear, want me to talk about. If you guys want a guest, if you guys want to, like anybody that you guys would like to see on here. Obviously, no tengo muchas conexiones to like famous people, but I don't have any actually. But people from the valley, people you want to listen to or hear about, or things like that, I would love to have them on. So um Any advice you guys can give me as well, just comment down below. If you guys want it anonymous, I think you guys can do that as well. You guys can place like an anonymous comment, and or you guys could message me on Instagram, or my Instagram is Cafecito with Irali podcast. You guys can message me on there, or on my fitness page. It's THRIVEFIIT. And you guys could always message me on there. Any advice you guys can give me, or any topics, like I said, I would love for you guys to give me some critiques, some advice, things like that. Last week's episode's audio was off. I don't know why. I think I probably did something on my computer that made it only for you to hear on the right side. So I apologize for that, for the audio issues. But yeah, today's episode's gonna be a quick one, just because I feel like I want your guys' input. I know I have a small audience, but your guys' message just means a lot. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Cafecito with Irali, and I hope you guys have a great week wherever you are, and may God bless you so much.